I'm always excited. There you go. There you go. Okay. I'm always excited to see everybody here. And then, we have our discussion here on Friday night instead of just watching TV or YouTube at home, right? So we get to connect with each other, and I really love the connection. So today we are connecting with friends, Taiwan, Japan, and maybe even India too. So most of you already know me, but for those of you who are new, my name is Wendy Chan, and I've been in this business with Nuskin for about 4 years, and I have achieved my Emerald Director title, so which is just 3 ranks away from the top. But anyways, I'm working my way up there. But today's topic is a bit special, okay? I'm sure everybody can feel that Halloween is just around the corner. So we're gonna be talking about that a little bit and what it's like depending, where you're from or where you live. So we have a few friends, sharing for us today for their experience too. And another interesting thing about Halloween is that how it can change for you, okay? Whether you're single or if you're a parent, I think the point of view is quite different. So how does everybody feel about Halloween today? I don't know. I mean, how about in Taiwan? Do you feel a lot of decoration? Do you feel it on the streets, What does it mean to you? Yeah.
Not
Another beer.
yet.
What?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, you don't feel it in Taiwan? No?
Yeah.
Yes, not yet. How about Japan? Anybody from Japan wants to, say something? Yeah. Yeah. Shota, do you feel it?
What? Sorry, I missed it. Sorry.
Halloween. Do you feel the Halloween spirits in Tokyo right now?
Not yet.
Oh, not yet.
Every year, like in Shibuya, like everyone wear the costume, right? That was so else actually.
Yeah.
Every year, I don't want to go there though. That's kind of like one of the event like for Japanese, I guess. Not like culture things. It's like not like religion things that is one of the event, I guess, for Japanese.
Okay.
But I don't feel yet. Yeah.
Oh, they don't have the decoration or anything yet.
No, yeah, like but gradually maybe. Yeah, in
Right.
a supermarket or something. Yes.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And then, okay, I think right here there's a lot of things going on, decorations, especially for kids, a lot of parties and stuff. But yeah, for myself, like as a parent, as a mom right now, Halloween is a bit of contradiction for me now, okay? We love it and we also hate it because we love seeing the excitement in our kids, and but we also worry about all the sugar and the effect that it has to the kids too, especially on their teeth, right? So whether you're curious about Halloween's history or just love the spooky vibes, so let's explore together today, okay? And let's start by looking at where Halloween actually come from. I mean, I'm not expert in this, okay? I never researched it, but I did some research about the origins today, and I will share what I've learned, okay? So it actually started, does anybody know? It actually started 2,000 years ago. Can you believe it? 2,000 years is so old. Yeah, which is really interesting because I had no idea that it went back that far. Okay, and this tradition actually dates back to ancient what is it called, Celtic festival of I don't know if I pronounced it right. I think it's Samhain. Okay, it was celebrated at the end of the harvest season and marked the beginning of the winter. Okay, so that's when the time when people believe the boundary between the living and the dead. Okay, so it was at its thinnest, and it was celebrated around October 31st to November 1st. Yes. Okay, so before I go on, okay, who are the Celts? Okay. Oh yeah, who are the Celts? Let's take a look. I actually found some website for it. Just a sec. Here you go. Okay, who are the Celts? Let's take a look at this. This one. Okay, can you see this all right? Yeah. Okay, so who are the Celts here? So they actually went back all the way to Iron Age, I think. Iron Age. Actually, I think this is pretty good book, or it's an ebook I found. Okay. So who are the Celts? Let me just take a look here. Okay, so it was they were the tribes, okay, and small kingdoms. They once scattered across the Western and Central Europe with their own language and culture. So I found the history interesting because, okay, if any of your kids will want to read this, I'll share the link too. Okay, so I think I'll read it with my son later. But it's educational and it's easy to understand. Okay, so it seems like the Celts originated during the Iron Age. Yeah, it's right there, the gray area. Okay, the Iron Age, and then it started like areas such as Britain, Ireland, France, Germany, and Spain. Okay, so interesting. The Celt people didn't call themselves. They were actually made out of like many different groups. Okay, I don't know what they were called, but on the left here, you can explore the types of buildings they lived in. Okay, right here, if you want to click on it later, I'll give you the site. Okay, that's, I think they live, yeah, those little round houses. I think they have that in Japan too. Somewhere I've seen that. Yeah. And then, so you can see, you know, where is it? What else is going to see? Oh, hold on. Buildings and the food, or what kind of work they had. Okay, they trade food, I think. So this is where it came from, origin. And then let's see this one. Oh, that's a Pope. Hold on a second. I think it's this one. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one, this picture here. Oops, what's that thing doing there? Okay, so the Samhain festival was a time when the spiritual world became visible to humans, and the gods, okay, enjoy playing tricks on people. So it was also when the spirits of the dead, they mingled with the living. So the Celts believed that in gathering all the harvests, okay, their food, by Samhain to protect them from being ruined by evil or harmful spirits. So later, okay, actually, what is that thing doing? Okay, later here, the Pope, you can see the Pope down there, right there. The Pope adopted, okay, they adopted the Celtic traditions. And then it was this Pope Gregory I. He is also known as Gregory the Great, okay, who led the church from AD 590 to 604. Okay, this dark and supernatural festival was eventually transformed, and it was given like a Christian context. Anyways, so in the 800s, the church declared that November 1st as an All Saints Day. Okay, however, the old belief they used to tie to the Samhain, they didn't completely disappear. Okay, because they had a powerful symbolism of the traveling dead. Okay, the traveling of the dead was too strong. So eventually, October 31st became known as the All Hallows Eve. They call it All Hallows Eve, not Halloween yet. And it's a night to honor the saints. So which later evolved into what we call it Halloween now. Okay, and this holiday evolved into Halloween. Wait, we know today filled with costumes. Let's see, is it here? Oh yeah, right there. Okay, with the costumes and, you know, trick-or-treating and spooky fun, right? So you guys know Jack-o'-lantern, right? Everybody should, the pumpkin, the carved pumpkin. So this is where the pumpkin carving began, and it originally had religious significance. And this Jack-o'-lantern tradition involved, you know, they placed the fire, which symbolized the sun's good magic, okay, inside a hollowed out vegetable, and it represents the harvest. And this idea was that this is a good magic. Okay, it's a good magic that it would help to preserve the harvest food through the dark half of the year. Okay, and until like the next growing season, okay, then they have enough food for the community and for the food supply. Actually, what's interesting that did you guys know this they carve from pumpkin now? It was once used to carve it from turnips, okay, turnips like the daikon, you know, in Japan. but I didn't know that. I thought it was all pumpkin. So it's pretty interesting. But anyways, people would place these lanterns outside their homes, just like right now. And it's not the kids, it's the young unmarried men. Okay, the young single men would parade. They parade around the Halloween. So many of you will walk around, right? Not the kids, visiting houses, okay, and asking for gifts for the spirits. So they're asking the gifts. So this tradition of wearing costumes, actually it began in Scotland, England. Okay, Scotland, where the young men dressed up. So a few hundred years later, this Halloween customs were brought to the US by who? By the immigrants from Ireland, Scotland, and the other Celtic regions. Okay, so why the turnips I was saying, when they came to US, they started to use pumpkin instead. So before US, they were using turnips, and then in Europe, and then when they come here, it was pumpkin. I forgot why, but I remember I saw it. And then, but the modern version of Halloween, right? Right now we focus heavily on sweets. Actually, okay, it has shifted far from the roots. So now it's a celebration that leads to an overload of sugar, too much sugar for our kids. But of course, I think it's the candy industry too. Okay, it's all connected, candy and the big pharma and all that. But anyways, now why do we still love Halloween so much, right? Because for the kids, it's the thrill of dressing up, of course, and running around and collecting candies, right? Well, they love the candies. So and for the parties. So it's a holiday that's creative and exciting, which is, I mean, in a way, it's fantastic too. Before I had a kid, when I was still in Japan, Tokyo, right? I enjoy going to the parties too. Yeah. But anyways, as parents, we also worry that with the, too much candy and sugars that comes with it, how the children's costume for, more sugar on Halloween, it actually, we have sugar in Halloween than any other time of the year. It's not Christmas, it's not any other holiday, it's actually just Halloween. Yeah, so also if you have any parents out there, is anyone worried about the candy just like me, or I don't know. Yeah, and then I check if they're safe to eat too, if they're suspicious, and when we open it, if somebody has opened it already or not. But I don't know if I'm just me being too nervous or what. But and then and I was checking these resources, I found that this news back in 1974. Does anybody know this one? It's pretty shocking. I mean, it was, hold on, this, yeah. Anybody know this news? 1974. Yeah, this guy. His name what? Okay, so it was really shocking because his name is Ronald Clark O'Brien. I think that's a father. And he was charged with murdering his 8-year-old son. Okay, and son's on the left here is Timothy. And it was on the Halloween night. Okay, and O'Brien put the, what do you call that? Cyanide? Yeah, cyanide in his son's pixie stick, the pixie stick candy. I don't know this candy actually, but I guess they don't have it right now, I guess. But supposedly to collect the life insurance money. So that's what he was charged for. And this case shocked the public and caused a lot of fear about the safety of the Halloween candy. And then O'Brien was convicted and he was sentenced to death eventually. And then the media, they started to call him the Candyman. Okay, so this is, very sad. I mean, such a sad news to hear. And it's really hard to believe, but I mean, as a mother, I'm always like, cautious about the candies that he brings home, or even not on Halloween. We still have to check it, right? But most of the time I tell him not to eat them. But in fact, I usually, during the Halloween, actually, I toss them away when we get home, or even while he's still out trick-or-treating. I just, pick it up and I just throw away when he's not looking. Okay, but he knows I don't let him eat too much candy, so he doesn't ask for it later anyway. So he just picks a few of his favorite, that's all. So, I mean, we just do trick-or-treat for, just the fun of it, that's all. Okay, so anyway, so you can check this news. It was back in 1974 though. Okay, and then all right, so now I would like to have my friends share some insights. So first, let's see, can we have Shota from Japan? Yeah,
Yes.
hello. And he's a Ruby director. Congratulations with the company. Yes. And from Tokyo, we actually met in Tokyo too. Yes. Okay. And he leads English Philippines, I think. Yeah, Spanish
Yeah.
team. Yes. Okay. So Shelta, welcome. Thank you for coming here. So
Yep.
could you please tell us, yeah, I mean, how do you feel about Halloween and yeah, how is it like in Japan usually, being still single? Yeah.
Right. Right. Yeah, what I said earlier, like also like Halloween in Japan is like one of the events. Yeah, so we can enjoy like wearing the costume like among the friends, or we can also like it depends on the family, but we can also decorate, in the house as well. Like maybe but like a party or something, not like a religious things or culture things, not like that, like not sacred event. Yeah. So we can just gather uh with the friends and then, you know, having party. That's kind of
Mhm.
like things that we do. Yeah. Then we don't really understand what Halloween is, right? Most of the people, I guess. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's kind of like
that's
that.
interesting. I think all the holidays in Japan, like you don't really have a religion for it, right? Even Christmas
Mm-mm.
or anything. Anybody can celebrate.
Yeah, like religious things like in Japan is like a New Year, I guess. New Year.
Mm,
Yeah. Like we get out with the family, like spend time together, like, you know. And then maybe like instead like Halloween, we have the Obon. Obon.
mhm.
Yeah, like we invite how about this like the people who already passed away.
Ancestor, you mean?
Yeah. Then also like not only the ancestor, yeah. We have also very close the family that already passed away. Also, yeah.
Oh,
We make some like the horse with the
mhm.
eggplants, and then we put the fire in front of the house.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. That's kind of like that Halloween is, right? So that's why it's kind of a culture we have also. But it's during the August, not the October. Yeah.
When I was researching this, I thought it felt like Obon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really close that maybe. Mm.
So are you going to have any events though for yourself for Halloween?
No, I don't have any. It's not a special for us. It's one just event, Yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. And next, George, are you ready? Yeah, George. Hello, George. He's from LA too, and he runs his own business, right? And designs t-shirts. So if anybody wants some t-shirts, you can get it from George. Hi. Yeah.
Work in
And
progress. Like
yes.
you
Okay.
want me to share about like we were talking about the other day. Like,
Yes. Or
I was
about Mexico.
talking.
Up to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. I can. Yeah, both. Like Halloween, like it's a new tradition that is coming out. Okay. It came like I would say around 20, 50 years ago. Pretty much we celebrate the date of the death, like people who die, some relatives. So we kinda like do offerings in the cemeteries, and we do like a ceremony like to them and everything. The 2nd of November. So that's more traditional from Mexico. But Halloween has been coming to Mexico, especially in the big cities. There it's been there for a long time, but in the small towns, it's getting there. Like in my town, it came maybe around 15, 20 years ago. So now they celebrate it the same way as they do here in the US.
Oh, they do the same way.
Yeah,
Did
and
you guys
oh, go ahead.
did the kids go to trick or treat?
They do, but pretty much what they used to do in the center of the town. Pretty much the government like they create like events for the kids. So everything is on the center of the town. Like not many kids go outside to the houses like they do in the US. they try to keep it like a little celebration for the whole town in the middle, like everyone gathers at we call it la plaza. So everyone gathers in there and celebrates and do entertainment and things like that.
La Plaza? Did you say La Plaza?
Yeah, it's like the center of the town. So that's
Oh,
how they call it plaza. Yeah, and
okay.
small towns in Mexico, that's how they call it. In the small, it's like a little center thing, in the middle, like a kiosco thing. And then around there is a lot of gardens, and like then the big buildings from the governments, everything is in the very center. So that's pretty much in little towns in Mexico. So everyone gathers there to celebrate anything, and especially like Halloween or any tradition.
I see.
Yeah.
But I think like I mean, through the times, throughout many countries, it's actually our culture is getting closer and closer, right?
Yeah, I like to dress up for Halloween. That's what I
Oh,
was telling you the other day, talking about what you want me to talk. And like
yeah.
sometimes we grow up and people argue a lot, and sometimes you're as a grown up, some try dress up, they say like you're very immature and things like that. And it's understandable, but sometimes you have to lose up from being a very adult from life because there's too much stress on life. Like I would say you gotta keep that kid inside you because the
Oh,
kid inside you, that's what it give you the creativity. And especially, I mean, I do designing, and most of my ideas come inspired from kids. The kids have their mind, they can inspire you with things like that. Sometimes you got a kid inside you, sometimes you gotta let it out sometimes and kind of free your mind for stress, and then the ideas come to you. Because do you hear they call it blackouts? Like sometimes when you try to uh, create something, this you have this thing called blackout, like when the ideas never come, and it's because you stress yourself too much, so nothing comes to your mind. And then when you release that mind and relax, then you come back to that creativity level, which is like what the kids have. So that's why trying to keep your kid inside sometimes, I would say 5%, it helps you to have fun and get more creative work and things like that. That's what I was trying to tell you the other day. Because people
yes.
forget about the kid inside you. Everyone forgets once you grow up, but you gotta have it sometimes. You gotta release the kid. And Halloween is one of those days that you gotta lose a little bit, dress up, have fun, do things like that. But
Okay.
not just like having fun like grown ups. There is having fun like grown ups, having fun like a kid. Sometimes you gotta become a kid a little bit. Sometimes. That's what I was trying to say.
So did you decide what you're gonna dress up as?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you gonna be?
There is this I like anime, so there is this show we call it One Piece. There is some pirates trying to discover some treasure and things like that. So there is this Thorman related to they call it Zorro, which is in Mexico we have a Zorro too. There's a
Oh,
character. So
yeah.
in this show they have a Zorro. So this guy got used like like swords too. So I'm dressing up like that guy.
Oh, show us the picture next time.
Yeah, I'll get a picture.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Yes. Thank you. So we need to keep and we need to have the kid inside so that we can
Yeah,
have more.
you gotta let it out sometimes too. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good point. Okay, thank you for sharing. And then next, Shelby. Okay, Shelby. It's interesting because she's going to be sharing about hidden truths about Halloween. That's what she wants to talk about today. Yeah. Okay. I want to know the
Okay.
truth. Please. Yeah.
Well, I want to share some personal experience first. So interestingly, when we first day came to America is actually a couple days prior to Halloween. So my first couple years in the US, we dress up and actually we didn't really celebrate a lot or trick or treating when we were a kid. And actually I actually dress up more as an adult now than a kid before. Yeah, so like Jorge was saying, you gotta have to let it out sometimes, right? And I also noticed, because of the pop culture, we kind of tend to dress up from scary or spooky to superheroes and sexy, right? So as Thomas, my friend, He has a lot of Superman stuff, Captain America stuff, right, Thomas?
Like the Superman ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
he works out with the Superman T-shirt.
Yeah, I have a Superman and Captain America and
Yeah.
a couple villain ones. One from I think it's that group called, I can't remember the name right now. Hydra.
Oh,
That's it.
Nice.
oh my goodness. Yeah, so I also did similar research as Wendy on the celts, right? And I do want to just add a couple of things on it. The reason why we celebrate dress in costume is because the European dress up to hide themselves, hide their face to become unorganized as a human from the spirit. So that's
Yeah,
one of the
I
reasons
heard I
why.
heard that too.
Huh? You heard of that too? Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that.
It's
Yeah,
a
and
point.
actually I kind of aware of this, now is like consciously aware that somehow spirit or spiritual is actually not scary. It's just another energy, another beings from another dimension. Like when we pass, this is also scientific fact because energy cannot disappear. It can only translate or transform into a different type of energy. So when we pass, our body stays here, but the spirit energy goes somewhere to become a different type of energy. You know what I mean? So that's I think our society is making people, especially kids, when we talk about kids, sometimes if the adults is not educate kids well, like sweets and or scarcity mindset, they might, make kids fear of ghost or because like let's say we go like in high school we went to not scary farm, right? So they promote scary farm.
Mhm.
And when we grow up we go to, let's say, Queen Mary, the Queen Horror Night. They use those scary words. And so bottom line is, we want to empower, we want to keep the kids wonder, like Jorge say, it generates creativity. We don't want to limit our kids, even as adults. We don't want limits. We don't want to be scared. We want to have open mindset. And so spiritual is not scary. And, it opens up a lot of knowledge, creativities. So just, I'm not saying don't celebrate, but celebrate with awareness. Okay. Okay. So that's my share for today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yes. Thank you for your spiritual insights today.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Okay. So it's very nice that we can get different friends to share, just to and get to know each other better. So finally, yeah. Did you guys know that 1/4 of all the candy sold in the US is purchased for Halloween? 1/4, that's like what, 25%, right? Oh my God. So and we know that, all the sugar they poses a serious risk to oral health, right? Leading to cavities and long-term dental issues. Oh, and I was just checking Elaine. Thank you, Elaine, for sharing. She shared this M&M thing, a package that has what? A bug inside? Oh God, I gotta show this to my son again. Like, he'll stop eating M&M when I show him this. Yeah, so that's why they have the what? What is it called, Elaine?
Can
What
you
is that?
hear me? Do you hear me now?
I hear you. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think there's an artificial color called E120,
Okay.
and it's actually made from a bug, a red color box. So
I
they
see.
collect trillions of bugs and the gliding in powder. So basically, those sweets in color red has this kind of E120. It's
Oh, okay.
made by insects.
Oh, so maybe Skeeto has it too, huh? Skeetos.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do. There's some beetle from Mexico here. They
Oh,
use for
really?
the color. Yeah,
For the color too.
they used to use it. They use it still for other things in Mexico, just to color it.
Uh-huh. I see. Oops. Okay. Thank you. That's nice to know. Yeah. Okay. And then, so let's go back to the cavity. So yeah, how do we let our kids enjoy Halloween but still protect their teeth? Okay, that's where our AP24 anti-cavity whitening toothpaste comes in. Okay, I actually have it with me right now. Right here. Okay. So and then actually let me show you how good this is, because it offers 24-hour solution to help prevent cavities. That's why it says 24 hours. And then while keeping the teeth white and strong. Okay. So even after all those sweets, it's 24-hour protection. And it's perfect for families because it works for both kids and adults. So I use this with my son together. And it also helps with tooth decay while also whitening your teeth. Okay, but it's not gonna be like bleaching like when you go to the dentist, but it's too white for me. Okay, so I want to show people my testimonial here. Just a second, right there. Oh, this is how it looks like, because I think you can't see it well there. Okay, that's how it looks like. It was selected best toothpaste overall in 2023. Yes. Okay. And then that's the next picture. And then we don't have anything that's, with harsh skin. That's me. Okay. So it was before on the top. I don't think it was that yellow, but anyways, after 2 months, that's the one on the bottom. It got a little bit wider. Okay, that's all I can say. Yes. And I don't go to bleach or anything. I just use this. And that's Elaine. Okay. Who shared about the bug just right now. Yes. That's her testimonial. And then here, let's see. Okay, so what it has no peroxide or harsh chemicals, no damage to enamel, and it's gluten-free. It's gentle on the sensitive teeth. It's safe for kids. And also what I love about myself, I used to have my gum used to be swollen a lot. What's that thing called in English? I forgot. 牙周病, you guys know? The when you age, your gums starts to be swollen. Okay, so now it actually helped me a lot, and then I don't have that problem anymore. Oh, it's called is it called periodontal or something? Yeah, periodontal. Yeah. Yeah, Thomas.
No.
Did I say it?
Thomas is our vocabulary dictionary.
Periodontal, is it?
It's periodontal disease or periodontitis.
I used to have that, but now it's cured by this. Okay, thank you for helping me. Okay, and then because hold on a sec. Okay, yeah, so let's go to the next one. Oh yeah, and you guys know Tori spelling, right? Who knows it here? Tori spelling.
That is it 90210 girl?
Yeah,
Yeah?
no wonder.
Okay.
Yeah. If you guys don't know who she is, you guys are still young.
Are you
Okay.
sure?
Yeah, she used to be the idol for 90210, so she's actually using it too. Okay, and she was a very famous idol before, Beverly Hills. Yes. So okay, so as part of and also one thing that I'd like to mention is one thing that our company, okay, actually we want to contribute to the society. Okay, we do a lot of contributions, and this is a program called Force of Good. So we help the poor country kids in providing them surgeries, okay, to fix them. I don't know how to call this mouse thing, but they were born like that. Many in Vietnam and the poor countries, they don't have the money to do the surgeries. So it's wonderful that when we buy the products, a little percentage of goes to them, okay, and we have the surgeons to help them fix their problem. Okay, so to improve the world together, well, we become healthier and having a wider teeth too. So that's why. And then this, you can see how these kids were saved, and then it also comes in fluoride and non-fluoride. Okay, both. I use the non-fluoride, but it's up to you. But I use a non-fluoride for a few years already right now, and with my son, and it's not expensive anyways. So please ask the person who invited you if you're interested to try one. Okay, So yeah, thank you all for today. And to wrap it up, so I think Halloween, is a fun and exciting holiday, but tradition, but it can be controversial too. So I mean, to think about it, it's our business too, right? The industry, they want to make money. So I mean, it's all up to you, but the meaning for everyone could be different depending, if you're single or married, or if you have kids, or where you're located at too. But no matter what, okay, let's have a safe and healthy Halloween, okay? And if you guys dressed up, please share some pictures next time by November. Yeah. Okay, share some videos or yeah, the Superman ones, Thomas.
Everyone.
Okay, but thank you. So thank you all for joining today, and hope to see you all next time. I don't know the topic yet, but we actually have a list that we really want to talk about. So we will announce the topic again once we decide. Okay, so see you all next week. Thank you all. Have a wonderful
Bye.
everybody. Thank
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Adios.
Have a great weekend.
Adios.
You too.
you.
Bye. See ya.
Sayonara.
Bye.
Sayonara.